As I said earlier, that proportioning is the heart of a foam system. And that is because it is not possible to have the finished foam of a required quality if accurate amount of foam is not mixed into the water and a proper foam solution is not supplied to a discharge device. So there are basically three broad categories of foam proportioning systems. One is an inline inductor with atmospheric tanks. B, inline foam proportioner with foam pump skids. And C, bladder tank with foam proportioners and ratio controllers. So let's have a look at the type A, that is inline inductor with foam storage tanks. Now it is this type of a system is the lowest cost foam system available on the market. It just consists of an inline inductor with some piping arrangement, as you can see in the picture. This is an inline inductor, and there's a piping arrangement. There is suction which goes inside the tank, and this is the foam storage tank, which basically stores the foam concentrate. And this foam storage tank is open to atmosphere. It is only suitable for fixed pressure and fixed flow. And most of the time, we have observed that inline inductor have been used in systems where the pressure varies or the flow varies, and the whole system has got the whole system malfunctions and is not able to suck the foam, and it goes into a toss when the system is operated. So all the designers, all the professionals have to ensure that this type of a system is used in a hydraulically calculated system, where you know the exact pressure at the tapping point, where you know the exact flow. Any variance in flow and pressure will lead to stopping the foam from being sucked, or there will be less pressure at the foam discharge device, which would affect the foam formation. Now, what are the limitations? As I said earlier, it cannot take care of variable pressures and flow scenarios, and it requires very high operating pressure because there is about a 35% pressure drop in inductor. Small orifice discharge devices like sprinklers. Now, what happens in a sprinkler system is sometimes, say you have installed an inductor with a foam storage tank and provided it to foam sprinklers. And sometimes it might happen due to sort of lower maintenance or some debris in the water might go and clog the foam sprinkler. And if the clogging takes place, the back pressure on the system increases, the flow changes, the pressure changes, and this leads to malfunctioning of the foam system. So whenever you are using small orifice devices, please do not use inductor systems. As I said, change in back pressure affects foam proportioning. And also, as the foam is stored in the storage tank, there is a pressure vacuum vent on the tank. So at times most of the time the foam is open to the air. So there are chances of foam degradation happening over a long period of time. Next, Abhishek. Now, inline foam proportional with foam pump skid. Now, this again, the components are there is a main foam storage tank, there is a foam pump here, which is again UL listed, and there are inline foam proportioners. Now, the features of this system is yes, it is more accurate foam proportioning as compared to inline inductor. You can protect various zones with this system. Like say for example, this system is provided for a storage tank terminal, so you can use the same foam storage with the same foam pump and the different inline proportioners to protect oil storage tanks, to protect a dike, to protect a warehouse, to provide foam solution to remote control monitors, blah blah blah. So this is what I mean by multiple zones. It can take care of variable flows and pressures. So say one system requires a flow of 2000 GPM at 5 bar, and another system requires a flow of 4000 GPM at 7 bar. It can work, and proportioning is an issue. Also, refilling of foam is possible during operation. So if the required logistics of foam transfer are available at the fire site, then yes, you can refill the foam during operation. Coming to limitations, it requires periodic maintenance because it consists a lot of moving parts. As the pump is there, there is a control panel, there is lot of instrumentation onto it, pressure gauges, pressure sensing hoses. Sorry. So rotating part, so it's tear and wear. So maintenance is required. Also, the pump requires either an electric power to run and or either a diesel engine. So it can be an electric motor driven foam pump, or it can be a diesel engine driven foam pump. This is one of its main drawback. In case of any power failure or scenario, unless you have a power backup, you cannot operate the system. And again, as the foam is also stored in the storage tank for a long time, chances of degradation of the chemistry of foam exist. Abhishek, next. Now, bladder tanks with foam proportioners and ratio controllers. This is also one of the most reliable foam systems which have been accepted by consultants and owners, system owners, oil refineries over the globe. And because it is the most accurate foam system and simple and reliable to operate. Again, you can use it for protecting multiple zones. As you can see here, this is the main bladder tank and the reserve bladder tank in the picture. And it consists of multiple proportioners. So from the same skid, we can protect multiple areas. And in case one bladder tank is in maintenance, you can operate with the other bladder tank. And this arrangement is very peculiar to aircraft storage hangars, wherein the foam is to be replenished within 24 hours, which is not possible. So every aircraft hangar has a main bladder tank and a reserve bladder tank. So again, bladder tanks take care of variable flow and pressure scenarios. The most important thing is the foam bladder, which is again the heart of the bladder tank. And it ensures integrity of the foam because the foam is not exposed to the atmosphere at all. And the bladders manufactured by us have passed the UL 162 aging test with air, with foam concentrates, and also they have in field, they have given a service of about 13 to 15 years till now without any issues. And the best part of this system is it just requires water pressure to operate, nothing else. There is no electrical power required, there is no prime mover required, it is just the water pressure. And rest, the bladder tank will take care of automatic proportioning depending on the flow rate and the pressure. It's very simple to operate. It can be completely automated using deluge valves and foam control valve, or it can be a manual system too. Limitations. It just has one limitation, that is the foam concentrate cannot be refilled during the operation. So generally bladder tanks are designed as a one single shot system where the sort of bladder tank is designed such that it will operate for the complete operation time as per the standard requirement. So say for example, if we give this bladder tanks for a storage tank protection and 55 minutes is the duration, then one bladder tank is sized for operation of a 55-minute duration. So and also if additionally reserve bladder tank can be provided. Next.